some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end. It'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Berry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return. Been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And some room to work. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just feeds the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
7, Clemson, 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Looking for room. It's Durham. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Here we go. On the direct snap, it's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
If you want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over the Stallions. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The chains now on 2nd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to power it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires downfield. Got his man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to beat the D deep. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Running to Green.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the left side. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Field goal is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Durham. He'll toss it. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Well, that's speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He might want another play. Johnson looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The running back has it.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Let's go. Let's go.
Might be changing the route.
Tanner.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
Let's go. Let's go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out.
14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. Got room at the 35. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Buys a little time. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the wildcat again. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Bro, just turn the clock on, bro.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of him here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's got 93 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed